5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. We have liftoff. Go Falcon 9. Go SpaceX. Go Starlink Group 615.
Vehicle is pitching downrange.
Stage 1 propulsion is nominal.
Are you going to believe God or the devil? We know the devil speaks through these people and on the news. They are going to keep making excuse after excuse to cover up the end time signs of God, to keep people asleep to the punishment that is about to come on this world for their sins. So every time God shows you something in the sky, shows his undeniable miracles of the end times to you, they are going to find a way to make you believe that they did it and that they are gods. They have the power and technology to create and do these things, just like they are claiming now they can bring the dead back to life. Now, so when the dead are actually being raised up, people will be so dumb and blind to the end to think that they, white gods, are bringing people back to life. That technology can do anything now. It's getting so advanced now. That's what they pumping and promoting. And all technology is just like the sorcerers in the times of Moses. They put on a great show, but in the end, it's just falsehood. And in the end, all of this technology and what they think they have mighty power in is going to fail them. The airplanes are already starting to just fall down out of the sky, because as this planet gets closer, it is going to knock the energy out of everything, just like it did with the fusion coils when the lightning was flashing in the sky and strange unexplainable lights was in the sky over the horizon. And every time that strange constant flashes of lightning that just keeps going and these lights show up, it seems to always knock out the power. But everything with technology, everything that is false, is going to perish on that day. People actually believe this crap when they watch it. Does this not look fake to you? I showed it to my sister and she laughed, saying it looks like they filmed a stove pile. That's how fake it looks. We watched it from the beginning when it started, and we didn't have our cameras ready. I had my phone, but it was off, and I barely got it on just in time enough to film when it first started. But what was stupid was my camera was not doing any of it justice. The camera on my phone is terrible. And as you can see, it barely showing, but it's just was not doing any of it justice to what it really looked like with the naked eye. If you saw it how I saw it, it is very bright, and this camera is not doing any of it justice at all. It's almost like I was filming nothing. And right now I don't have my computer with me, so I'm just managing with what I have, and it's enough to get the point across, to put out these signs and warn the people, because that's all I need, nothing more. People need to hear the truth of what these news medias are lying to us about, and stop being under the delusion that the white man got this much power to do all these incredible things. Stop giving credit to men. The reason why you are is because you know these are the signs of the end times, and you want to blame it on people so you won't be in fear. And when I say fear, I mean fear of God's wrath, and so you stop sinning. And that is what I believe God uses his signs for. So you take heed of the reminder of God's coming and clean up your life by turning all the way to him. And that's the very thing these demons want to stop you from doing. So they're going to keep telling you lies to rock you back to sleep, so you keep on sinning and end up facing the very thing you kept running away from. And like my father told me, instead of putting it on the back burner, why not face it now? Well, you know you gotta face it one day anyway. And if you know you're going to burn in hell for your crap, then why not try to prevent that and stop sinning while you still have time? People think that if they turn to God, then life gets boring. They're not really living their life. But what you will figure out, that when you turn all the way to God and you are striving to stay away from evil and live a good life, you would see how you are finally living life, and the life you were living before was just utter darkness and wandering around without a purpose. This thing appears at random times in random places. It's no possible way this is SpaceX, a man-made thing. And every time this thing appears, it is dropping meteorites. And I'm gonna remind you again of somebody who discovered this long ago before most people. And he already told us how this planet works and what it will do. And do I believe he is right? Yes, because it is matching what is happening right now.
This is Raptor News. In 1939, Carlos Munoz Ferrada discovered a planet that I call Planet Hell. He called it a comet planet, and he said it traveled with a black sun. In our skies today is the black sun that he said that it traveled with. He also said a series of things that is happening right now, and that is going to be these earthquakes in certain places, that he called it the triangulation. And then he also said that all hell was going to break loose when this volcano earthquake happened in Italy, which just happened. Okay, I'll be translating on this part. The orbit of this comet planet that you say is a comet planet, because its movements is not normal thing. No, that it has different speeds. It is a comet planet because it has an elliptical orbit like a comet, and because it has great mass as a planet, and that's why I call it a comet planet. A planet with a tail. Ladies and gentlemen, what you are witnessing here is the comet planet with the tail, with a 2 million mile long debris tail packed with asteroids, meteorites, hailstones, brimstones, or whatever you want to call it.
Now, God only knows exactly what everything is, but I believe this to be the comet with the tail behind it. And as you see, there is meteorites that this debris tail is carrying and is constantly passing by. But when it swings around the sun, I believe it's going to rain the meteorites, and like God said, it will be destroyed in 1 hour. Revelation 18 verse 19. And they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, Alas, alas, that great city, which is Babylon, more than likely, wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness. For in 1 hour is she made desolate. It's no SpaceX. It's no aliens waiting to abduct you. It's God's wrath constantly circling and waiting for the righteous to be taken out. However they are going to be taken out, are waiting, giving last chances until certain people get their lives straight with God. Then it's going to destroy this place desolate. I don't believe there is no way that a rocket is going to be fast and hot enough that it's going to leave a temporary hole in the ionosphere. That's a goddamn lie. And what my sister Serenity told me is the only thing that does that is if a meteor is coming into our atmosphere, or the CMEs from the sun. I don't believe no rocket going into the atmosphere is going to cause that. You can believe whatever you want to believe, but like I said in the beginning, you either believing in God or you believing in the devil, because these Gentile nations, Elon Musk, they are working for the devil, and I choose to work in the cause of God, because I believe what the scriptures say over what these fake lying heathens are telling me, when I know that them and their fathers inherited lies, and they lied to us our whole entire lives. They lied to us about who we are. They never told us the truth about who they are. They hid the truth about who we are. Then how do you expect me to believe them now about the signs that God is showing us in our sky, when I know without a shadow of a doubt, I know it's the end times? They are not going to fool me for a second, if God willing, and you should not let them fool you for a second. And like I said earlier, most people want to be rocked back to sleep, and so they're going to accept the lies so they could keep on sinning. But I said, why not fix what is making you so goddamn scared and fearful? Maybe you might have some hope if you just quit the things that is making you afraid, that you know you're going to get destroyed for when this thing comes. See, it ain't coming to destroy God's people, the believers, those who truly believe in the book, not those who's Christ worshippers. They going to get destroyed, especially the ones that know better, especially the ones that have been warned. They going to get destroyed for believing in the Gentiles' lies and not believing in God. They chose to believe in the devil, and all they worshiping is the devil. Little do they know. But those who truly believe in one God, not associating anything else with him, following the rules and the commandments of God and not doing away with the laws of God, then you might have hope. They are going to have hope from God. But if you are one of those people, if you are those who truly believe, then you might have some hope from God, that God will come and save you. God is not going to destroy the people who believe in him. God is not going to destroy people who are working in his cause. Only those who are going to get destroyed is the wicked, those who are false. That's why everything, when God comes, everything that's false is going to be destroyed. All their technology, everything they think they high and mighty in, is all, the truth is going to be revealed, and they going down. You better choose what side you're on before it's too late. This is heaven.